The CrossFit training methodology itself is a really beautiful one. In functional movements, paired with constant variance and relative intensity to the individual, that combination will deliver amazing results, especially paired with a sound nutrition practice. Now, at Railroad, we approach programming or the workouts that you do from a yearly to a monthly to a weekly down to a daily standpoint from the mentality and foundation of longevity. CrossFit is very fun, and those new to this space or a couple years in, or maybe even some veterans, can catch this bug of wanting all the movements as fast as possible. This give it to me now mentality, this I want it and I gotta have it. And I totally understand that mindset. Back in the day, I caught that very same bug myself. And it's because we feel good. It feels good to accomplish new capabilities and continually see what you're capable of and expand on that regularly. Over my own personal experience and of coaching CrossFit for 11 years, I see so many people running into the same issues when this is their mentality. They start to do things like crank up the volume or adding more and more work, yet they're not doubling down in the recovery time and the protocols. They likely are not possessing the most optimal mobility and flexibility. That's what allows us to get into safe and proper positions and eventually run into one or all of the following: burnout, injury, and just quit altogether. How does that even happen? In my opinion, it's likely a few things. One, playing this short game versus the long game, trying to rush a process that you can't necessarily rush. The truth is, some things just take time and experience, like developing strength, technique, and particular skill. And trying to rush this almost always leads to some outcome that you do not desire. Two is getting excited at what it is to feel good and be good at something again. CrossFit's unique in that the training that we do day to day for health and wellness and fitness and the CrossFit, the sport, they can feel so closely resembled when they're actually worlds apart. And number three is blind spots. If your knees ache and hurt all the time, if you can't get into an optimal front rack position or squat below parallel, or getting cortisone shots to hold a body part together for a few months, shoulders ache all the time, and your technique is not great at certain things, you're going to overreach on your current abilities and your threshold. And it is only a matter of time before these pebbles become boulders. And a boulder is what's going to stop us, not slow you down. And listen, I don't share that to deflate anyone's balloon. I share because I too have made these mistakes in the past. And it's greatly influenced how I want to help and serve others avoid these mistakes. This is why at Railroad, you'll routinely see throughout the year differences in training cycles, training focuses. Some movements get eliminated for months at a time. Some are always in the rotation. A year is looked at of how we can better approach serving everyone for the long haul. Down to the week, things are considered every week, from the planes of motion, like moving forward, moving backward, lateral, rotational work, all the way to movement modalities like how often we're squatting, bending or hinging, pressing overhead or pressing a vertical, or horizontal, pulling vertical or horizontal, bounding, running, unilateral work, you name it, ensuring that we don't go too many days in a row of utilizing the shoulders in excess volume, balancing the volume between the bending of the knee joint, the shoulders, bending in general, all the way down to how we map out our coaching class plans, allotting time and the focuses of the warm-up, to the board briefs of offering the stimulus, the target range, how to strategize and pace, all the way to customizations, guiding our people to the most optimal experience. It all serves a purpose. And that purpose is to approach training smarter so we can achieve results, have fun in the process, get stronger, fitter, and become happier, and do this for the rest of our life.